Hello there, this is DBT, and this Art of Runes. And alright, let's continue playing some more Asphalt 8, and today I'm gonna be doing the multiplayer test for this car you can see on the screen right now, which is the Torino Design Super Sport, which has a car hunt going right now, so it's kind of an appropriate time to make this video. So real quick, we're gonna have a look at the car hunt itself, though I don't have a lot to show because, well, I already own all of the cars that would be given or bought in here. But if you were to pay the $10 that the premium cost, in Tier 1 you will be able to unlock the main car again, which is the Torino Design Super Sport, a car of Class S of a maximum rank of 1859. How does that perform? Well, we'll figure it out. But later on in, I believe it's Tier 30, yeah, over here, you would get also the Infinity Vision, a Class B car of the bracket of 1590, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not 100% sure. I like the car, I have it, but I have it at stock, so I'm not even sure about much in regards to it. And over here in Tier 37, you would be able to get the Lotus Exige, which is a 1320-ish car of Class D. So there is that. This is obviously the free lane, so that's what you can get. But as I said, we're gonna be doing the multiplayer test of the main car itself to figure out if it's a good or a bad car in multiplayer. And of course, by that I mean if I can do anything decent with it. It might not really tell us a whole lot, but I'll play it anyway. Now, over here you can see the number of races that I have done. In fact, just yesterday I recorded the video with the Veneno. Link is in the top right if you want to watch it. It's the MP test for that car. And much like the Veneno, this does have a little bit of a special place in my heart, but for a completely different reason. But, alright, let's jump in and see what we can do. So you might think, another car that is important for you, DPT? Really? Another one? You just made a video about one of those yesterday. No. This is different. It is important, not as important as the Veneno is, but overall, it's a bit of a peculiar situation. And the reason for that is because this is literally the first Class S car that I got in this game once I started playing it seriously. Now, how did I acquire this car and why was it my... Oh, Jesus Christ, get out of the way, people. Why was it my first Class S car? Well, it's simple, because right at the time when I decided, you know what, I'm gonna start playing Asphalt 8 seriously, I'm gonna create an account, and I'm gonna be getting cars and playing multiplayer and all of that. At the time that I reinstalled the game, the festival for this thing was going. And for anybody that is new over here and doesn't know what a festival is, festivals are basically what car hunts are right now, except that back in the day, you could get cars for free in the festivals really easily. You could get them, the festivals only had 15, oh no, I think it was 25 levels as opposed to 50, as the car hunts do now. But yeah, very quickly you would be able to get this car for free. Now, back then the problem was upgrading it, because the amount of fusion coins that you would get was very small, and while the upgrades weren't as expensive as they are today, still, the amount of fusion coins was difficult to acquire. And is that gonna be a W with the Torino? Yeah, baby! Okay, let me just check what did I beat over here. First place with the Torino, beat a Centenario, a Batista but not fully boosted, Regera and Fenner unboosted, but I did beat a Faraday Future, a Hennessy Venom, and another Centenario, all of them triple boosted. Very nice. And remember, I'll show you the race counter over here so that you can keep track of the fact that these are sequential races, not cherry picking here. So anyway, my point is that it was very easy to acquire cars in festivals back then, because basically by playing the what would you call it, the missions for the first 3-4 days, you will be able to unlock the car for sure. You know how now there's cars on the free lane, but it's so far, and maybe if you don't get good drops from the coin packs, you still will not be able to get it. No, back then it wasn't like that. Because it was guaranteed that you will be able to unlock the car, and that's how I unlocked this car, and it made me really happy because remember, this was the first time after many years that I actually installed the game and was playing it properly, and you know, it was very grindy. I mean, it still is very grindy, but at the time, you know, I was having troubles with credits and acquiring a car in Class C even. So it was very early on in my Asphalt 8 career back in 2020. Back in 2020 when this festival happened. It was, I think, around July of 2020. So the fact that right out of the gate, just like that, oh man, I would be able to, or not, I was able to unlock a Class S car just like that. Even if I couldn't upgrade it at the time, it didn't matter. It was amazing for me to get it. And yeah, this is the same car. I mean, obviously it's the same account, so it is the same car that I unlocked like that. It was my first festival car. I got it completely for free, and man, it took me forever to upgrade. I'll tell you that. That's gonna be another W. Holy mother of... Very nice. Very nice. All right, well, there was a not triple boosted 110. I did beat the Faraday, and I believe that disconnected. Okay, well, you know what? I need to do something else for now. Give me a second. Now, taking a quick look at the colors for this car. 8 colors, lovely. Back when cars would still have a bunch of colors. The default color is this blue, which is kind of cool, metallic, a little bit of a dual tone with bright and dark blue. We got it also in sort of a matte black. I'm not sure this is matte or maybe this is satin. I don't know exactly what this is, but it looks very nice. And that is coming from a guy that doesn't like cars in black color. We got the color that I was just using. We got it also in red, orange, white, yellow, and purple. Now this purple is kind of cool. Again, same thing with a bit of a dual tone. But this yellow is like, holy, my eyes, my eyes. Now I'm really curious to see this color in game. Because again, over here, it looks interesting. It's not, I don't think it's not as reflective as these colors. But again, I'm gonna try. So let's see what a black Torino can bring me in terms of luck. Now, if you wanna know about the performance of this car, you came to the wrong place, because remember, I don't do proper reviews of the cars. Instead, I just show you a bunch of races, and you can make your own conclusions from that. But I can give you my thoughts on it. Acceleration, as usual, with the this being a slightly old car, acceleration is not necessarily anything to write home about. But as you can tell, it is not trash either. It's alright. It's basically alright. Now, what surprised me a little bit about this car is the nitro duration. I thought that it had worse nitro duration, but no, upon driving it, oh Jesus, upon driving it, I realized that, you know what, the nitro duration is actually pretty alright. That perfect nitro seems to last for a very long time, and I absolutely appreciate that. Now, remember, all of this is very subjective, because I don't do in any way objective measurements of anything. Triple tap, all right, I'm gonna try a little bit of triple tap here, and let's see if it gets consumed really quickly, or what is the deal with that. Actually, I think it's a little bit on the quick side, I think, the way that it depletes. I'm looking at the color of the car. Yeah, it's not, no, I don't think this is matte. It is very reflective, so, all right. A bit disappointed. I thought I was gonna see a matte black, but it's okay. Beaten by a Faraday. I did beat another one, beat a Regera, but wasn't triple boosted. No wonder why I out accelerated it. And a Koenigsegg 1-1 that disconnected. All right. So what did I learn from this? Nothing. And by the way, as you can see, I have returned to the Dash Diva avatar. I changed it to the bull suit for the Veneno video yesterday. But I switched it back for the sake of eye candy, because yes, go ahead and judge me all you want. I will never be ashamed of liking eye candy. But anyway, so back to the Torino. It's kind of funny that I never paid attention to this car's exhaust ever, period. But it was only when recently this year the Lamborghini Revuelto was announced that I started noticing that, oh yeah, this actually reminds me a little bit of the Torino, because it also has that bit of a teardrop shape. If you look at the car from above, and how it goes from the windshield to the exhaust, and it has that little bit of a triangular shape, which is, for example, another car that you can see that very clearly on. It's in the Ford GT. It's kind of the same concept, and that is why it also has the, oh Jesus Christ, it also has the exhaust right in the middle, considerably high. But yeah, oh no, oh, I hate this thing. It's always such a gamble if it's gonna work or not. I mean, I suppose someone that is properly skilled doesn't have troubles getting out of this tunnel, but if you miss a little bit on your steering when you're in there, it's pretty much a wreck guaranteed. But oh well, had it not been for it, wait, oh, I almost got the first place. I was so close. But had it not been for that wreck, I actually would have won this race. But I don't think that's about skill. That's more about just random luck in multiplayer, as it tends to be the case. Torino Nemesis without triple boost beat me, but I was only behind by 33 milliseconds, so make of that what you will. Unboosted Regera, triple boosted Regera, and a triple boosted Chiron Super Sport 300 plus. Ha! This car can beat 300 plus easily, said no one ever. And full disclosure, I actually canceled that queue to change the color of the car, because I can only stand so many black cars, or driving the black car so many times. But anyway, so the Torino Design Super Sport. Actually, I think this car has a different name nowadays in real life, or well, when it was produced or whatever. I think it goes by a different name now. But anyway, that is what it's known for, or as, over here. So peculiar car, again, brings the memories, and from what I know, I was ever so slightly late to playing the game because I think it was not too long before the festival for this car where I acquired it, that the Cyan was also acquirable, pretty much in the same way. It was a free car. Imagine that, getting the Cyan for free just by playing some of the missions and whatnot. So that was a bit of a sad situation. Once I found that, I had to spend my 4 million fusion coins in buying the car, which, remember, back then 4 million fusion coins were much more difficult to acquire than they are now. So yes, I know people complain a lot about how expensive the upgrades are, but the cars remain to be... I mean, the prices of upgrades were incredibly increased, but the prices of buying cars have not. So because of that, buying cars now is not as difficult as it was before. But anyway, whatever. It was expensive, but let's see what I beat here. A Faraday beat me, but I did beat a Cyan. Speaking of, the Devo, again the 300 plus, and the Batista, but that one was unboosted. So okay, fine, whatever. And it was actually only this year when I upgraded this car, when I pro'd it out. Because like I said, back then when I started playing, I did not have any resources to upgrade it. So you might be thinking, DBT, then why were you happy about getting a Class S car that was not upgraded? What good was it for? In multiplayer would have not performed. You are 100% correct. But when you're a beginner, what matters is career, because obviously that's how you're gonna get some credits. That's how you get started in the game. And getting a Class S car to do a bunch of races in later seasons, that was an absolute godsend. So yes, that is why I have a certain what would I say? A certain love for this car. I may not love the design of the car. It may not be the best performer car nowadays or anything, but in reality that doesn't matter to me. But wasn't this a car that also at some point got the reduced top speed? I wonder if it got rebalanced from the moment, from the original version of this car, then when it got the top speed decrease. Oh god! Speed trick, totally. I wonder if it got rebalanced at all. Not on the rank, but maybe on the stats themselves. Because this, to be completely fair, I think this is a pretty competitive car. I'm surprised of how decently it can keep up. I mean, not that I was expecting this to be a straight up garbage, because it's not an extremely old car. It is old in my eyes because, of course, it's the first car that I got, the Class S car and all of what I already said, so it feels old to me. But it really isn't that old, and yet I did expect it to perform a little bit worse, and yet look at this. I beat a Batista triple boosted, Faraday triple boosted, another Batista unboosted, Trial Nemesis without tuning kit, and another 300 plus, which disconnected, but technically I beat it, so let's go, baby! And again, considering that, to me, this is an old car, if you want to get a hard in a pin, you need to leave me the key phrase, which for today is going to be old cars, good memories. First person to post that gets the hard pin, you know how this works. So yeah, interesting to finally play this car. Ever since I finished upgrading it again, it was this year when I finally pro'd it out. I was thinking, oh, I need to make a video on it. I need to make a video on it. And then just today, car hunt for this one began, and I'm like, oh, that is actually the perfect opportunity, because in this way you get to see the car of the current car hunt in action, and you can decide if you want to spend $10 on the car. Would I recommend you to do that? Probably not. There's probably better cars that you can get for that same amount of money. But if you like the car, or you think it's interesting, or you're simply a collector, well, there is that. But yeah, in which case I don't believe that the performance of the car matters too much to you, but oh well, it's fine. Now I'm very, very convincingly far behind these other two dudes, but I know that at least one of these, it's the king of kings in the game. The Koenigsegg Jesko Absolute, so whatever. Oh, and look at that, I accidentally, that wasn't on purpose, but I accidentally knocked down a Faraday, another king of the game. Man, why is that car so overpowered, Game Love? Could you please tell us why you decided to make that car so overpowered at a rank of 1861, and it performs so much better than a lot of cars of 1862? What's the logic of that? I don't know, but I'll take a second place. So yeah, baby. Alright, so I'm pretty sure that was the Koenigsegg Jesko Absolute, and actually it was, and it was a Batista. Does that mean that my Torino has beaten the Faraday, has beaten another Batista, and even the Jesko Absolute along with the 300 plus? Oh boy, this thing is dethroning kings. It is that good. Such an amazing car. Okay, maybe not, but still, good results. I guess I really shouldn't be surprised that the car performs at least alright, given that the Cyan was already there in the game, and that is a very, very good performing car. Granted, it is a higher rank, Well, 2 points of rank, what difference does it make, right? And just a second ago I was talking about the difference of rank of the Faraday versus the 1862 cars, but whatever. The point is that it is an interesting car. No king by any means. It's alright. I guess that is where I'm at. What I can say. Oh, Jesus Christ! What I can say about this car. And everybody pushed me, and now I'm on first place. Yay! Oh, someone got on a live right there. Well, that's what you get for pushing me, Popo. Come on, respond. Nice. Just in time. Come on. Nice. That means I'm exactly 1 second behind, or I was 1 second behind of the first place. Now, honestly, I don't even know what to tell you about the drift of this car. Nothing amazing, but serviceable. Yes, that's what I'll say. Because you saw, I had to do a little bit of drift punch in order to take those turns a little bit better, and thanks to that, I'm in second place. What a comeback, I would say, from 5th to 2nd. That is, if I can keep it, though. I'm running low on nitro, and that is not ideal. Come on, come on. Just last me a little longer. Nice, very nice. If I'm 1 second behind, yes, I am. All right, perfect. This should last me long enough to finish this race, which, again, not a bad result. I'm honestly surprised of how well this car performs, so long as you can deal with a little bit of not ideal drifting, but serviceable. Very much serviceable. So there you have it. That is the Torino Design Sport. This time I beat. There was the Yes Absolute, but I did beat a Reventon. Oh, come on. And two Centenario. So there is that. But yeah, that is the Torino design, and if you like this video, you know what to do. Hit the like button, all of that stuff. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. We're trying to reach, well, first 9,000 subscribers, and then we'll look for the 10,000, but that's for later. Check this video about the Lamborghini Veneno that I did yesterday. It's the MP test. It is a beautiful car. You need to check it out. But that's all for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, and stay safe. Bye-bye.